Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, Aqua, and today I'm here with a video. It's gonna be another Rogue Lineage tier list video. It's gonna be a Ultra Class tier list. The reason I want to do this is because last time I did a race tier list video, and I want to do an Ultra Class tier list video. Keep in mind, this is my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, then you may comment below what you think it should be. I'm not gonna go off any races paired with this. I'm just gonna go off the Ultra Class and its skills and what I think it deserves. All right, let's get into this. So first off, we're gonna start off with Abyss Walker. Abyss Walker. Um, it's a very brain dead ultra. Don't hate me. It's very brain dead. It's awful how brain dead it is. It got nerfed recently, so its damage is not good anymore. Um, it's not the best ultra in the world. It's very toxic, even though that's not kind of what we're going to on into, and it takes barely any skill to play. It takes no skill actually. It's all you do is swing your sword and hopefully hit something. It's literally Abyss Walker. So for that, I'm gonna have to put this at F tier because it's just an awful, awful, awful ultra class. Next ultra I'm gonna go with is, let's see here, Ultra Illusionist. Now this ultra class is quite a good one. It's not the best, but also not the worst. I would say it's more maybe of a support ultra near that. It's only offensive if the person you're fighting is chaotic. But if you're fighting someone that's orderly, then it kind of sucks for you. But it's still a super good ultra, and obviously it can use spells like Fimble and Mana Stay. It can use percussions too. It can use all those god spells, like super good god spells, because it's a above super. Um, it's very good. Its Globus is very good. I think they have another skill where it can give you Insanity, which is really nice. It also gets 2 free snaps. It gets Hystericus and Trixtus for free as you become a Ultra Illusionist. So that's quite good. I'm gonna have to put this probably at B tier. If it was a B, kind of mid BA, it would be there. But it's definitely not the worst, but definitely not the best. It's also extremely hard to get. Um, Next one we're gonna go do, let's see here. Let's do Ultra Spy. This is a very controversial one. I might be a little biased, but I think Ultra Spy is much better than what people think it is. It's quite good. It's, um, it's very, very good if you know what you're doing with it and you know how to hit that Elegant Slash, in which it's very good. Thing is, it can be easily countered and it's squishy, so it loses health really quick. Um, it's not the worst ultra class. It's also the easiest to get, which kind of, you know. But if we were talking about Ubers, then I'd be a little more focused on being higher up. But um, I'm going to put maybe Ultra Spy. It's C tier. Yeah, that sounds kind of right. C tier. Okay, let's go with Trumpeteer, the new one of the new ultras. Um, Trumpeteer is, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of bad. It has no attack moves. It's all support. And you may say, oh well, it can go assassin or spy and all those other super classes. Well, see, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ultra itself. It's not a good ultra. It's all support. Again, if we were talking about Uber, then this would be changed. But this is an awful ultra. It has no attack moves. It's more of a, it's definitely has more the most support. It's supportive all the way. So I'm gonna have to put it at F because it has no attack. Alright, so the next ultra is Oni. Well, Oni, I really do like Oni. It's a very, very, very fun ultra class to play, but very, very difficult to get because the snake can glitch out a lot and often knock you into the lava, or if you get too hot, you burn to death. It's just a whole lot of luck implied to get Oni. So, yeah, that's about it for Oni. It does a lot of damage. It's raw damage, and it also requires quite a bit of skill to play. So if you have a good enough skill, Oni is absolutely broken. So if I had to choose where Oni was gonna go, I would say Oni had to go A tier. It's quite up there with the best ultras in the game. Alright, so now we're gonna talk about Dragon Sage. Dragon Sage is a orderly class, and it's absolutely awful. It's not the worst, but not the best. I don't know. I often say this thing a lot, but I personally don't like it. Reasons is it's been nerfed maybe six or seven times, and all of which has like ruined it even more. First, they made the dashes take mana. Second, they made it to where you had to charge this. So they made the lightning charge thing, like the lightning elbow, super garbage. And they also made all of its moves mana shieldable. So it's an awful ultra class now. Except it's not as bad as Abyss Walker and Trumpeteer, so I'll have to put it at D. But it's not the best right now. But again, if we were talking about Ubers, it would change. Okay, let's go into another one of my other favorite ultra classes. I might be extremely biased here. Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer is very good. It's up there. It's pretty good. Even though it is quite a hard and glitchy ultra to get because the dragon may not die sometimes and it won't count it. I had to kill the dragon 2 times. But if you pair this thing with Tomeless and stuff, it's very good. And the ultra class moves are extremely overpowered. Like its Dragon Smite or its Dragon Lightning Drop can do a lot of damage. It's also, the wings are super good, the ability to fly up everywhere, and also its Awakening allows it to do tons more damage paired with Dragon Blood. So it's an extremely good ultra, and I would have to put it at the A tier. Let's go with Faceless. Faceless is a quite decent ultra. Definitely a good one, but definitely not the best. It's a good, Faceless. It's Faceless. Obviously, you go invisible and no one can see you, and it's just absolutely broken. So that's pretty much it for Faceless. It also allows you to probably one combo people, so it's really good. So I might have to put this at S. Even though I said it's kind of good, it's kind of not, because that's always what I say. But I have to put it at S. It's very good. Its Ethereal Strike allows it to do shitloads of damage. And its Dagger Fan, it's broken. Even though I've never, like, actually been almost a max Faceless before. I've had it, and I kind of witnessed how OP it is. It's really strong, if you play it right. Alright, so the next Ultra is going to have to be Deep Night. I'm going Deep Night right now. So, and from my experience, what I think Deep Night is, it's gonna be a fun one. It's very good because it's almost as good as Vampire. If you pair Deep Night and Vampire together, you're nearly unstoppable. If you pair Deep Night and Vampire together, because your health regen's so amazingly fast, it's just absolutely destructive if you pair it with the right stuff. And on top of that, it can't be disarmed, and it's quite easy to avoid mana shield with it. It can't be countered by many things, but if I had to say one of its biggest counters, it would have to be something that has more range in it, which a mage or like an Ultra Necro or something would counter this thing pretty hard. But if I had to pick Deep Night, it had to be an A tier. It's super good. Okay, we're gonna talk about Wraith-Night. Now, Wraith-Night, it's very good. Wraith-Night, I have this thing with Wraith-Night. I've been a max Wraith-Night before, and I enjoyed it a lot. It's just Wraith-Night seems very, like, I don't know. It seems good, but at the same time seems bad. Like, before, like, the Dark Explosion thing came out, it was an awful Ultra. It was still good, but it wasn't the best. It's really good now. Really good. Really good. But if you don't hit the move, the Dark Explosion move, which most of the time you do, then you're not going to do any damage from then on out. But if I had to pick a spot for it, it would definitely be B tier. It's really good. It's really good. Druid. Alright, so Druid. Other new ultras that came out. I don't know much on Druid, so wherever I place it, don't bully me for it. But I know Druid is really good because it can turn people, it can release toxins and poison people and lower their health over time. So if I had to say anything, it would be more maybe a little bit of a support, not as much as like Bard, Ultra Bard or something. That's just support straight up. But it would help. It can also, it has a flower move that shoots flowers and it apparently gets poison, I believe. But it's quite a strong ultra. It's quite strong. It's also quite fun to get, I would have to say. Even though it's not the easiest to get because you have to kill a redacted, which is like the weird like worm things in Sunken. It's still a good ultra. And also, it can probably one combo people because the Vine move and then Tenebrous. It's broken. So I might have to actually put it at S. Just because of the Vine move and the fact it can grab you and it. Alright, my next ultra would have to be Shinobi. Shinobi is. Shinobi's good. Just annoying to deal with. Very, very annoying to deal with. But if I had to rate Shinobi anywhere, it's good, but it does no damage. And most dagger classes do is pop Bane, pop Agility, and go ham. And then once it runs out, they run away until it comes back. So that's most dagger classes except for Ultra Spy because they don't have that. Like unlike Faceless and Shinobi where they do have that. It's definitely not as good as Faceless though. But its grapple does allow you to get around and maybe escape a lot easier if you need to. But I'll have to put it at B tier. It's not the best. Next ultra would have to be Ultra Sigil. Now, I've fought many Ultra Sigil in my day, and I would have to say Ultra Sigil's really good. It's a really, really good ultra. Personally, I say it's good is because my friend had it once, and he was super good, especially paired with Soul and Blade. Soul and Blade demolishes Chaotix, like, quick. Its charges are quite nice too. It's Ice Charge and Hyper Body. Hyper Body's good because it's really supportive and it allows people to have more health regen and stuff too. So it's really good. If I had to place it, it'd have to be A tier or B tier, kind of in there in the middle, but it's mostly A tier. I like Ultra Sizzle. The final Ultra is Ultra Necro. Now this Ultra, good God. And what the heck? Oh, my phone. Sorry. Ultra Necro. This Ultra is by far the most annoying Ultra on this whole list. The most annoying. It summons Howlers. It summons Shriekers. It summons tons of different god spells that you don't want to deal with. It's annoying. It's annoying, annoying, annoying. Especially since it can probably one-shot you. It's a good ultra, but there is a downside. It's super weak if you don't have any Shriekers. Super weak. It has nothing to help it if it has no Shriekers. But still, it is an extremely good ultra, and I would have to place it at S. Just because of how good it is. Well, that's pretty much all the ultra classes I have for you today. I mean, if there was more, I would do a bigger review. But as you see, there's not as many ultra classes. So I hope you guys agree with my tier list and what I think. Other than that, I hope you guys have a nice day, and bye.